I just wanted to show you guys one more trick that I do. I think I'm probably not going to do a full edit of this one. I just want to show you a trick I do if my subjects aren't where I want them in the frame. So I'm starting in Photoshop. Again, in Lightroom to this one, I just straightened my horizon line and added a tiny bit of contrast. I turned down the highlights just the tiniest bit, and that's all I did in Lightroom. So I'm going to go to crop. I just don't like where they are in the frame. They're not at the rule of thirds. It's just not telling a cool story. It's just like, it doesn't seem intentional where they are. Part of shooting with a group of people is that you kind of get what you get where you are. If I had been alone on this beach, I would have played around with my composition a little bit more, but it's hard to do. So I really want them more like here. And I want just a little less beach and a little more sky. I'm going to try to stretch this sky. We'll see if this sky lets me. I may need to add a new sky in. So this is where I want them. You know what? Actually, I'm going to drag it over here because I think okay, hold on. Let me just think this through. I might want them. So my daughter's looking to the right, my son's looking to the left. And since photographs read like books, they read from the left to the right, it could make sense to have them looking out to the right and have more negative space over here. But since I already have all this negative space here, I'm going to keep what I did. So I just had to think that through. So I'm going to Command J to get a new layer and press M for it's your marquee tool. And I'm just going to grab as much sky until I get to my daughter. It's okay that I got a little of her dress. Hold down Shift. And we're just going to transform this, stretch it out. Say yes. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing with the sky above them. I'll obviously have to paint it off where I'm stretching my kids. Okay, so now I have sky everywhere and I'm filling my frame. We're going to make a mask and get a black brush at 100% opacity and paint the stretching off them. I'm okay with how much her dress got stretched. We're going to just see if I can blend this sky. I may not be able to. I may have to add another sky. We're just going to try to blend it. So I'm going to paint it back on here. The only place we really have to blend it is right against the seam. It's already looking better. I'm just going to paint it off here. Don't want his head. Paint it back on. Okay, and this is just easy to fix. So I like how much more intentional it feels, and then I'll show you guys. I'm going to flip the canvas. So there's before and after. I'm going to get a new layer, Shift Command Option E, and then I'll try using my spot healing brush tool first. I may need to use my patch tool, but I'm just going to select all that. Usually it does a pretty good job, especially in the sky, because in the sky there's no rules. Just going to grab a little of that, see if it'll soften it. Okay, take out all these areas. I don't like that. Just all the man-made areas that grab your attention. So let's try something here. I'm going to get a new layer, come to Image, Image Rotation, and Canvas Flip Horizontal. And just see if we like it better where they're here and then it reads this way. I don't think I like that. I think I like it all the negative space coming to them and landing on them. So now I'm going to use a nice warm sun glow, which I showed you in another video how to make, and I've made a quick action for it. I'm just going to bring that in just to bring out that pretty sun. And I'm going to just turn it down a little. And now I'm going to use my Beth Wade Twins green to remove the greens from the sky especially. Just turn it down a little. And now if you want to bring out your sky even more, I just have a shortcut to a dark brush. Oh, and it looks like I'm going to need to crop because I didn't fill this frame all the way. So I'm going to just paint my sky a little darker. I really only want it over here. And then I'm going to choose my gradient, my linear gradient, and I want it to end, whoops, I need it to be black to white, and then that just painted the sky gradually darker over here. So it looks like I still have a little black border around my image, and I'm just going to crop just the tiniest bit to take that off. Did it do anything? Nope, let me try again. Okay. And now, I knew I couldn't just do a half edit. I'm going to do a whole edit. I want to bring out this beautiful light in my daughter's dress right here. Sometimes the less light you have, the more you can bring it out. Bring it out on his head. I'm going to use I'm going to come to my mask and get a black brush and paint it off because I don't want that to have dodged the sky, because then it looks really obvious. So there's before and after. And now I just want to bring out the highlights in these pretty rocks. So I'm going to come to my dodge tool again and come to highlights, bring the exposure way down. We'll try 2%. And I want my highlights everywhere to pop a little more, just because this looks like sparkles, especially over here. Could even bring it up. To 3. And then I'm going to paint it on my clouds. So I'm just bringing up the highlights on the clouds. Do you see this little sunflower coming in? I'm going to bring that out too. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this down, this whole layer that I just did. So there's before and there's after. It just makes the whole thing pop. I love that I got a little sunflower here, so we're going to play with that. So I'm going to get a white brush, just come over here, select this, and just grab white. Say okay, turn the opacity way down, and get a brush size that you like. And I'm going to go small. I'm just going to enhance these. I'll get a big one. So some of those I don't like, so I'm going to get a mask with a black brush at 100%. I like this one kind of curved. Just paint them off. Oops, black brush. Okay, so that's looking pretty, and now I'm going to transform that. No, don't like that. I'm going to get my white brush again. No, don't like that. A lot of my edits are just trial and error. I just sit here and I just try things until I feel like they look natural and magical. I think that walking a line of magic and just keeping it natural is really important. Let's do a warming action on this. Let me see if I'm going to come down here and get this layer that we made, that I took this picture of the sky out of focus because I love it, and I dropped this for you guys to have. So I'm going to Command A, Command C, and Command V, Command T to transform. This is going to warm the whole thing up. I don't want quite as much blue. I want more of the pink and I just want it to warm it up. So stretch it to where you want it. And then I'm going to come to soft light. And it just really warms it up. I'm going to turn it down. And now I'm going to do a Beth Wade's Twins Green again. Just get rid of some of those greens, turn that down. And that's all I do to this edit.